What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious? Go get your fucking first life.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
What's up, y'all? I actually forgot to go live on TikTok. My bad. I was actually just live on TikTok with Afro, so I kind of get pushed back. I had to eat something in the meantime. In between time, we hit with it. Shout out to y'all for being there. Thank you very much. You all appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Today is Friday. Yeah. Actually, early in the week, I was in Cleveland, Ohio. For those of you who don't know, if you don't follow me on other socials, but you should be, because then you would know. But yeah, I was in Cleveland, Ohio for a little bit. Shout out to the FBAs out there. Had me some good old corned beef. That dog was busting. Okay, shout out to the FBAs out there. Shout out to my friend Alicia. That's what I went to go see. So, and my friend Jock. That's what went with me. So, but yeah, had a good time, man. We back home. No, it's time to get back to work. Time to get back on these tethers asses. These delineation detractors asses as well. Because it's real out here in these streets, man. We're gonna get into a couple things. I know the Mount and Leo thing we kind of already touched into, but there's a resurfacing of some exposure that has been resurfaced from her Nigerian manager. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. But we also got to get into Keke Palmer. If you haven't heard about that, we're going to get into that as well. Before I go into those, I do want to play two of these other videos that I've seen that's kind of relating to the topic as well. Let me just play this. Actually told Afro about this one. I told him we could do a panel about this one right here, which we still might do, to be honest. But I still wanted to put my little 2 cents on it on live. It's egregious. What's up, y'all? It's absolutely egregious. Hey, Marcus Moore, I see you in the chat. Z, where's that banner at? Nigga, this is why I love you, Marcus Moore. Dang, you be on it. Love you. Gotta love you. Thank you so much, sir. I do appreciate you. Now, this is a clip of the singer Khalees. And shout out to all the FBAs with the Howard as well. It's actually Howard Homecoming. I might see y'all alum. Might be doing something tonight with that, but it's Howard Homecoming as well. So shout out to y'all in DC. But so yeah, this is the singer Khalees. Y'all know she dated Nas. You know, I think she went crazy for a little bit, something like that. I don't know. But then she ended up marrying did she marry a white man? Let me not put that on her. Hold up. Did she marry a white man? I want to say she married a white man at some point, didn't she? Khalees passed away in 2022. Mike Mora sounds. Ooh, hold up. Let me just make sure before I know. Yeah, she did marry a white man. Wasn't tripping. Okay, yeah. So she did a little bedwetchery for a little bit, and now she's in Africa. All right. It's funny that a lot of these. Let me just say this too before I get into this clip. But it's funny that it seems like a lot of these little Pan-African women, these women, they be faking like they hella African, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they be real live loving white zaddy. I don't know why they be always bedwetching. I mean, I'm just saying that always, but it's a lot of these sisters. Maybe it's a cover up to cover up the fact that they really want a white zaddy, so they act like they so against it. I'm not saying this is red flag. Be on the lookout for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they move back to Africa talking about some. Here, this is Khalees in Africa talking about some of her experiences there. And some of the differences that they have over there versus here. And I just thought this was so interesting. Let me play this right quick.
Okay, so 3 cons. The roads, some of the potholes are like literally they will take your car apart. And they have these speed bumps. You know how like in the States, the speed bumps, like they give you a warning. These speed bumps are in the dark, they're not marked, and you will like hit a bump and leave your soul like behind you. So the roads are definitely takes a little getting used to. And the drainage system is not working. So when it rains, it floods. Also, the trash, the waste management here is trash. Like it's absolutely awful. It doesn't exist. The other big con for me is like shipping, importing. If you want to live like an American here, it's definitely going to cost you like triple the price. Or anything imported, not just American, but European, anything that's brought into the country they're gonna jack you. The last con, I would say, oh God, the car situation here is an absolute nightmare. I have never seen such a bad car situation. First of all, they say if it's not used here in Kenya, that it's like new. That makes no sense. So it could be like 20 years old in another country, probably Japan, which means that all of your digital stuff is going to be in Japanese, which is very annoying and no one knows how to change it. They'll still charge, they'll be like, oh, but that's $65,000. I'm like, USD? And they're like, yes, that's a good price. No, it's not. So a lot of times when I see videos of people talking about like how cheap it is to live here, I think you can do things cheap and there are things that are definitely cheaper. But I think if you're coming here thinking like you're going to live like an American, that's like definitely triple the price.
My bad. I thought I heard something.
So just bear that in mind. Okay, so that's my 2 cents. Bridging the gap with Khalees. I love the continent. You should too, because it's where you're from.
I do hear something. What the fuck is that? What is that? Am I tripping? Maybe it's a video.
And peace.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to that sister. Not really shout out, to be honest. I don't think I really want to give her a shout out per se. But I'm gonna say I appreciate the sister's honesty, because you got a lot of these Pan-Africanists that's telling us to move back to Africa, even though she did throw that little shade right there. Then, oh, you should love Africa. It's where you're from too. All right. Okay. I'm from right here in these American streets. I don't know what the hell she talking about. But yeah, you know, a lot of them let her paint this fairy tale ass picture of Africa like this is damn Wakanda. We about to go back to Wakanda. We just been missing out on all these years on this high form of technology, all these resources. And nigga, what are we talking about? I'm just saying, I'm not going to I'm not volunteering to move to a country without a sewage system. You're wilding. Y'all niggas ain't got drains to drain the water. I'm not moving over there. It's not happening. I'm not paying $45,000 for a 2005 Kia. You're wilding. These are things that they don't want to talk about. They let them take their ass to Africa and act like, again, they ain't just in paradise. And honestly, it's not just Africa. It's a lot of other places, too. Some of these non-FBAs, the passport bros, whatever the hell, even FBAs who are Pan-Africanists, who move to different countries, and they act like, oh, yeah, we just need to get out of America. It's like, okay, I'm just saying, I like what the fuck we built. I'm just saying, I like what we built over here, okay? I'm good. I'm not about to give this up for other people who want to come here and enjoy what we built, to go to their land that's underbuilt, underdeveloped. I'm good on that. It also speaks to the level of envy, the level of even jealousy, the level of misunderstanding that when it comes to non-FBAs and Black Americans. Why some of them believe that we're just privileged or spoiled because we've been around YTs. Got TikTok over here. I'm going to be careful with the language. But yeah, it feeds into it kind of it gives context to that narrative. Like, oh, I get it. You niggas ain't even got sewer systems. I see why you come over here. And you think, you know what I'm saying, we just some lazy Akatas, because you think that this is like our struggles are two different struggles. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that justifies it, but I get it. You know, I definitely can get that y'all coming from some egregious circumstances. Okay. Now the problem lies in that is that what they also don't get is that you're in control of those circumstances. That's where the anti-Blackness coming at. That's where that Akata shit coming at. It's like, oh, it's not just y'all think we just taking advantage of what we build, or we just, something like that. It's like y'all could have something similar in your homeland. It don't gotta be the same, but y'all could have some paved roads in your motherfucking homeland. You know what I'm saying? You could have a sewage system. You could not be taxing $5,500 and $55,000 billion on a early 2000s car. It's certain things, that y'all can work towards. But y'all so worried about coming over here or trying to get us to run from here and go over there that y'all not worried about the main problem that you should be fixing. Okay. So yeah, I just thought that was real interesting. This is another thing as well. Now, the Soul Circus was one of my favorite things to do growing up. That is something I distinctly remember going to. I distinctly remember going to as a child. Loved it. Such a good experience. Hella Black. Great. Just a great experience for Black American children to experience. Honestly, Black American families. That's something I remember enjoying with my family, not just as a kid thing. Now, I seen this clip pop up on my TikTok. On my Twitter. This sister went to the Soul Circus. Now, mind you, I think they took the animals out of the Soul Circus, so it's a little bit different now. But it's still like it's not the same as like a regular circus. Okay, the Soul Circus is hella soulful. Let me say that. Very FBA down. Now, a sister posted this on TikTok, and she said, "Let me read the caption." I'm sorry, before I play the video, which I'm not gonna play the sound because I'm not getting copyrighted. But it says, "I went to Universal Soul Circus last night. Brought back so many memories, but I can't help it. I noticed the takeover. Lots of Caribbean, Latin, and African heritage being promoted in the performance. Not enough soul in the performance. Mind you, this is the Soul Circus, okay? Like it was when I was a kid, because I remember it being hella soulful when I was a child. At the end, they came out and every performer had a flag. It was only one American flag. Only one, not even she didn't say a Black American Heritage flag. She didn't say the So Long flag. She didn't say the FBA flag. She said one, just American flag. Okay, which, you know, some of us, we cool with. Shout out to Beyonce, she was rocking American flag. You know, some of us is proud and cool with, you know, but if it's a soul circus, this is not just centered in Americanness, it's centered in Black Americanness. Why wouldn't you have at least the Black American Heritage flag? I mean, I know they see what's going on with the delineation movement. I know a lot of these people see what's going on with this delineation. So it's like, y'all niggas couldn't even include a Black American Heritage flag. And then to put on top of that, to add insult to injury, you got all the rest of these Negroes waving around 17 different Caribbean flags. And that's a Trini flag and that's a Jamaican flag. That's 2 Caribbean countries right there. So we only get one representation. We ain't even get a damn RBG flag in that motherfucker. And that's not even ours. So y'all give us one flag, but the Caribbean already got 2. And if you're talking about African countries, there's more. I mean, there's multiple. What I'm saying is these different areas have multiple representation in their flags in this performance. But the soul people only get the American flag. We only get one. For the soul circus, we get just this one little flag. So this is highly concerning. And again, I don't think that this is, matter of fact, isn't that I think that's grenade. Nah, that's not grenade. That's I know that flag too. But I don't think this is a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. I don't remember them having no hella. And matter of fact, hold up, let me double down on this. I don't think this is no damn coincidence. Hold up, because I went to the Soul Circus page. I just went to their website because I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I just happened to click on some of their social media. And I go to their social media. I click up on their Instagram. And on their Instagram, they got this up. Send this to someone you want to bring to Caribbean night. So these niggas got a Caribbean night at the. You see, they got the flags, they got the carnival outfits. So y'all got a whole ass Caribbean night at a soul circus, and y'all trying to tell me this is why we got to get into these delineation detractors, these delineation disruptors, because y'all trying to tell me that it's all about flat blackness. It's all about Black unity. But when Black Americans come, oh, we thinking this is a circus that's been around for years. We can't even have a goddamn circus to ourselves. We got to have a Caribbean night in a soul circus. Not even a Black circus. Even if this was just called the Black circus. Because they love, again, the flat blackness. Oh, Black people all across the world. Okay, cool. So even with that, it will make a little more sense. But the soul, like Solani, and you're including the Caribbean night? Why do we need that, honey? We don't need that. We don't need a Caribbean night. We don't even need the end with all them fucking flags. I don't even know when they got that in there. I'm like, was that in there when I was younger? Because I don't remember that part of the show. I remember the show being black as hell. That's what I remember from Soul Circus. I don't remember it being no bunch of Caribbeans and Africans influence in there. I don't remember being in there and moving my hips to some damn Caribbean Afro beats or some reggae tone. That's not it. I remember playing black ass FBA music. What are we talking about? So this is very disturbing. I'm like, and this is something that's, again, they're coming for our staples. They already came for essence. They already got essence. Damn, came for it. They already got essence. Now they coming for the damn soul circus. What are we doing? I'm like, there's no way. And this is why. And that's why I had to talk about it before, because it's a great introduction. This is why we have to get these delineous. Why am I having a bad time? Such a hard time with this word today. Delineation. These delineation disruptors, man. We have to get them out the paint because they're heavily contributing to this problem. All right, especially when we got FBAs doing it. All right, you got some Pan-Africanists. The disruptors. You got some tethers that are disruptors. You got some homegrown goons that are disruptors. Okay. And that's who we're gonna get into tonight, except for a one-off one, because technically one is connected to a non-FBA one, but we're gonna circle back to that. So now, what are we gonna do first? Mauna Leo or let's do Mauna Leo first. Let's go ahead and get her out of the way. Because hold up, where we at? Now, Mauna Leo, I just talked about her. Me and Afro just did a live about her actually a few days ago. I put a clip of it from it on For the Culture file for the Culture on YouTube. Now she had the whole Sexy Sulan song, Black American Princess. She had the song come out. Then she had the visuals come out for the song, and in the visuals she had the Pan-Africanist flag. Hold up, let me just make sure we got the timeline straight. Hold up, so y'all can see. Y'all following me? Let me make sure you following me. Hold up. I'm gonna spread this. I'm gonna share this screen. So yeah, she comes out with Sexy Sulan. It's like a Black American. What I believe, I'm gonna say this, because there was a lot of people who didn't feel the same way, but a lot of people, but she came out with a Black American, she came out with Sexy Sulan, and I thought it was a FBA anthem. I'm like, oh, bet, she come out with an FBA anthem that's lit. Mind you, the song is hella FBA. She comes out in the song saying Sexy Sulan, Black American Princess. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm rocking with it. Mind you, already liked the sister anyways. So I already listened to her music. So when I seen this, I'm like, bow, this is right up my alley. This is, you got me. And shit, you did get me. Bitch, you got me. Egregious. Now I'm on your ass. So, in the video, she has this, as you can see in the background, all of these different non-FBA flags in the background. Hold up. Hold up. I just want to see if I get a better picture. She got all these non-FBA flags in the background. Where is it at? Video. Like, it should be like a hella screenshots up there. Why is it only one? What the heliante? All right, we're going to go with this one. I'm not about to keep searching. I don't care. Look it up. I'm sure this is, you done probably seen it already anyways. I'm not about to do all that. So yeah, in the background, she has a bunch of non-FBA flags, right? She also has a Black Lives Matter flag and an RBG flag. Okay, I just got to throw that in there too. She got a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism. You know what I'm saying? People was like, if you're going to use Sulan, don't mix Sulan and push Black unity. You know what I'm saying? If you want to build some Black American shit, then just say Black American or even use FBA. But to use Sulan is honestly egregious, because you can look on the Sulan website and see that the creators are vehemently against Pan-Africanism. It's on the website. You can literally go look it up. Go look at the Sulan website. We did this on the For the Culture channel. Literally pulled up the website. If you look up Pan-Africanism in the search bar, a few articles will pop up telling you why Sulan should not be used for Pan-Africanism. Bling bow bar, very clear, blatant, straight in your face. You go to FBA website, ain't nothing up there like that. I'm just saying. So you could have used FBA, but I'm just saying intentional. So she gets up on the Breakfast Club, addresses some of the backlash. Oh, I see some of the criticism, blah, blah, blah. I'm just pushing Black unity, blah, 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 blah. Didn't really like that, but I wasn't mad at her. I'm like, okay, she, you know what I'm saying? She young, she's 25. She might be just getting on her journey. Delineation movement really just started a few years ago. Let me give her some time to catch up. Still giving her grace, okay? She comes out again to address the critics, which is us. So it's just FBAs who's criticizing her, as nobody else gave a damn, to be honest. All the rest of the Blacks was okay with it, okay? Because they got included in the song. So nobody else had a problem except for FBAs. She comes back out on Deontay Cow's podcast, and this is what me and Afro reacted to. And she's like, oh, basically, fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all if you feel away. I'm for Black unity. If you ain't with it, then, to hell with you. You know what I'm saying? We all under this, we all got the same Black experience. If you ain't with it, then whatever. Like, to hell with you, pretty much is what she said. Let me say in summary, that's basically what she said. So, of course, I had a problem with that, because now I got to take the grace away. Now I even feel a little bamboozled for giving you so much grace, because the fact that you got up there with Deontay Cow, who's already giving Democratic shit, okay, already giving some plant or agent energy going on over there. The fact that you came on his platform allowed him to get off on a lot of anti-Black FBA. A lot of anti-FBA rhetoric as well. Didn't have no pushback for it. Didn't have no critique, no stop. No, he mentioned Tariq, he mentioned FBA. She didn't give a damn. Oh yeah, FBA is divisive. ADOS is divisive. I'm glad you used Sulan, and they was calling you a tether. Tariq Nasheed was calling you a tether, and just all of this shit he got off his chest. She had no pushback for it. So to me, in my eyes, I can't give you grace no more, because now it's looking like y'all are using each other as a catalyst to get your anti-Blackness off. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking. And it looks like you're using Sulan and the Delineation movement to push Pan-Africanism. That was like a bait and switch. So yeah, a lot of back and forth about that. Again, if y'all want to see the breakdown on that, go to For the Culture channel. I got a clip up of it on here, but the full episode is up on For the Culture if y'all want to see us talk about that. So yeah, but that's just a little synopsis of how we got to this point. And mind you, just to give some more context, Monaleo also has a white best friend, YT. YT best friend. She also has a Jewish small hat manager, and she got a Nigerian manager, right? So what's interesting, again, the grace is out the motherfucking window, especially after this right here. And mind you, even with all that, I still try to get his girl grace. I really tried to get his girl grace. But even after all of that, you know how we FBAs are. And this is why I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I do, because a lot of them is getting tricked by the higher ups. A lot of them don't understand the power of the grassroots. But baby, you're going to get exposed every time. It's only a matter of time before you get exposed. So now we move on to her manager, this Nigerian manager. Now, mind you, it was already a weird, it was already pretty weird that you had a Nigerian manager anyways. Like, you supposed to be FBA, you sexy Sulan, but you got a Nigerian manager? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that was already a little like, okay. And then we were just talking about on TikTok Live, the stereotype, which has a lot of truth to it. With Nigerians anyways, being scammers and all this other wild shit, doing wild shit to colonize people's countries and all types of stuff. They just got a bad rep. Nigerians got a bad rep, okay? So it was just already, and then his name is Uncle Toby. It was already looking like, okay, what the hell is going on? Come to find out, man, Let me read this tweet from the top to the bottom. Let's see. Monaleo, you mean to tell me you are preaching unity and whole time your manager Toby hates Black Americans? Mana liar just got her a kind of wake-up call in less than 3 weeks. At the Shade Room, are you going to post this too, or will you sweep it under the rug? Great question. Because, you know, if this was some positive shit, they'd be quick to post it. And he's Nigerian. I think the owners of the Shade Room are Nigerian as well. He probably got a connection over there, to be honest. So they would have posted that shit immediately if this was positive. But mind you, it's not. Let's get into why. Why is it not positive? What's the anti-Black shit that this Toby guy was getting off? Let's get into some of these tweets. So most of these are from 2012, all right? This is about 10, 15 years. What is this? We in 2025, so this is 2012. Don't act like I'm stupid. 15, that's like about 13 years ago, something like that. So over 10 years ago. Now, I want to say that because the time honestly makes it worse. Some people want to say, oh, it was just so long ago. My belief is that this makes it a lot worse. The fact that it was 12 years ago. I mean, the fact that it was over 10 years ago, because that means these are solidified. If you get up on the internet and say certain things, especially back in the day, it's a lot of shit that I done said. I went back and deleted some of my tweets. I don't have anything in my tweets that's directly anti-African, anti-Jamaican, anti-anybody, to be honest. So the fact that he got this in his tweets as a grown, imagine this is a grown-ass man. This ain't no little neon, you know what I'm saying? I was 15, I was 14, you know, I couldn't. No, he's a grown-ass man, okay? He's probably like in his early 20s at this point. So let's read what he said. And some of these are out of context. It's just a tweet. Don't pay attention. But listen to the key words. True. Back to Akatas. F y'all. Whoa, let's not turn this into Igbos versus Yorubas now. We're on the same team. It's the Akatas we don't like, remember? Oh. Akatas with the little, what is that? The less than sign. So basically, Akatas are less than whatever the hell he was trying to compare us to. LOL, Akatas always do things the hard way, but where do you spit in, where do you sit in poli-sci? What? But you got a real black ass, he's on a Pan-Africanist way, man. You got a black ass artist you're managing, right? And see, this is what I'm saying, because I don't know. I can't put it, again, the grace is out the window at this point. So I can't put it on her. I mean, I'm not going to not put it on her to say that this wasn't intentional, this wasn't an intentional bait and switch. But it also gives me an idea that even if this was intentional on her part, her manager definitely had, her manager and probably the label too. Because trust me, these labels be vetting the hell out of people. They know who this nigga was. They probably already seen these damn tweets. Let's just be real. So somebody from the higher ups already seen how this was going to play out. Already had their hand in the pot and stirring about how this was going to play out. Oh yeah, you can push that black unity. Yeah, go ahead. You know what? You should put the flags in the back. Yeah. Now I'm not saying that she may have been just kind-hearted and just, I'm just so pro-black, because it's given she got some anti-black American vitriol anyways. Okay. But I'm saying if she did, the fact that she got this hand behind her, this hand that's calling her an Akata, that she don't realize, that we don't know if she realized, let me say that, is right behind her, makes this feel a lot more nefarious. This makes the whole video, the sexy suit, now I'm like, whoa, because usually I catch shit like this. I'm like, whoa. Now it just feels like a whole play was ran. You got this nigga who's saying Akata this many times, and this ain't even the worst of it. Please, let me get to the rest. This ain't even half the bullshit this nigga was saying online. You got this type of person behind you, managing you, and you're online talking about how I love my bald-headed manager and blase, blase. Wow. So did you know your bald-headed manager was also anti-black American? You know, he got some anti-black rhetoric he was getting off in the early 2000s. Did you know about that? Okay. And actually, this is a quote. Look at that. This is a quote. Because the tweet that's quoted for is, and I also love my bald-headed ass manager, Toby, and my short-ass manager, Ezra. I'm guessing that's the Jew. They the best. Oh, really? They're the best? Because I'm assuming if the Nigerian is anti-black, the Jew probably is too. Let's just keep it a bean. If one is, nigga, I'm just saying, if it's one apple in the bunch, it's probably the rest of the goddamn apples too. I definitely can't put it past a white tea. And if it's your manager that's like that, then the best friend, the white best friend you got, probably like that too. But we're gonna get into it. Let me see. Let me get into the rest of the tweet. Hold on, where's the rest of them? Where the rest of what you call tweets at? Oh, hold up. I gotta get the rest of the tweets. But yeah, so even the fact that she would get up here so quick and so arrogantly, that's why I'm like, girl, the fact that you would so arrogantly get up here and try to play in black American faces like we didn't know what the hell we was talking about, or we anti-black, and you up here with the most disrespectful anti-black tether imaginable, and you trying to talk down on us. It's like, bro, this is a nefarious play. This ain't it. And the brother done already locked his damn page. Hold up, here we go. He done already locked his damn page. Hold up. Private his page because he's been exposed too many damn times. Now, this says, hold up. So this is his page. Hold up. Let me back up. Hold up. Where's the one with the white girl? I'd rather surround myself with YT people and Africans. That black folk. So he don't got a problem with making money off her black American ass. But he don't want to hang around her. He want to hang around. He rather surround himself with white folks and Africans. Oh, okay. I need to get back on my YT girls. YT girls with the little greater than emoji. They're just the best. Damn, I need to get back on the YT girls. I'm mad. I'm mad I miss private school now. I'm mad. I miss private school now. Wow. I like my girls like I like my DURGS. YT. Oh. So you on drugs too. So you on that, not only are you on that YT girl, but you on that YT girl for real. So not only is he a anti-black, it's not only is he anti-black, he's an anti-black cokehead. Can't say that on TikTok, but he's an anti-black head. Really? And this is the nigga that you love so much? So it's like, okay, gotcha. That's why you pushing that Pan-Africanism, because you got somebody behind you that's 100% for that. They're 100% for the erasure of Black American culture. They're for that. They're 100% for the exploitation of Black Americans in our culture. They're fine with that. But when it comes to us ethnically identifying ourselves, no, you got to make sure you bring all the blackness in. You got to make sure all black people around the world get a piece out of that pie. Because we damn sure not going to show no real love to no Black Americans until they go. We're not damn sure not going to show no real contributions that Black Americans did. Because matter of fact, Tariq, I think I seen Tariq say that he made a great point. And I love the video, y'all. I feel so goddamn bamboozled. Y'all, please. I love the video. I very much enjoyed the video. I think I just got too excited about the Sulan part. This is a lesson learned, baby. Never again. But he made a great point in the video. It's really just a bunch of fucking stereotypes. She in a pink ass wig. Who the fuck is walking around with a pink ass wig? I mean, I know pink is her color, but bitch, you could have wore a black bust down. What are we talking about? She got a pink ass wig. She got a girl twerking in the backyard. She got this bum ass nigga conscious flea in the background. I'm like, damn, this actually, I mean, from the eyes of an anti-black director, or in the lens of anti-blackness, like this could actually be, this kind of fits their narrative. Because mind you, she ain't had no Africans in there twerking. She ain't no Africans in there with pink long ass wigs. I'm just saying, but you made sure you had that African flag, and you got this African ass manager who's managing you. So I'm like, where's that representation? If it's all about black unity, why don't you have black fucking Africans in there twerking, or just some Jamaican bitches in there with a flag on there twerking too? I'm just saying. So it's like, again, this feels very nefarious now. It feels, I'm like, yeah, I feel like the devil done got me. Jesus, it's egregious. Shout out to this brother. He said it was 100%. I'm sorry, let me read the original tweet first. Somebody posted her and was like, it wasn't a bait and switch. Y'all just heard what you wanted to hear and saw what you wanted to see. The song was already Pan-African with Black Americans as the priority. It showed in the music video. Y'all just heard Sulan and thought she shared your values. She doesn't. That's it. No. I'm gonna let this brother, I'm gonna just read his explanation, but that's not it. That's not it. It was 100% a bait and switch. You don't use lineage-based words in a Pan-Africanist context, especially, and it's not from the brother, but especially when the creators of the term you're using are against Pan-Africanism. You don't do that. That's what I'm like, even if you would have used FBA, Tariq has never put any bounds on FBA. He didn't say you can't be no Pan-Africanist or you can't push Pan-African views with no, just a lineage. That's it. Just a lineage. Just a nerve. You could be a Pan-Africanist all for Africa as FBA. That's your choice. But you chose, and this is why I'm like, it's nefarious. Because you chose distinctly this new term that's just now came out. After FBA, after ADOS, even if she would have used fucking ADOS. But you use this specific term, Solon, that is specifically used only for Black Americans and has already distinctly been clarified that you should not use it for Pan-Africanism, and you use that, and then you don't even got the fucking nerve to put the flag in the video. Then you don't even got the nerve to put the Sulan flag in the video. You got Pan-Africanist shit in the background. This is nefarious, y'all. This is very nefarious. Let me finish reading this tweet. Her evil plan to hijack the grassroots Black American lineage movement with the Democrats backing her has failed. She will be forgotten soon enough. Now, if the DNC or if the Democrats are backing her, I can't prove that. I can't prove that. Now, I can't prove that. But what I will say is, hold up. What I will say is, let me pull this up too. Having people around you that already give Democratic shield, having people around you that already push certain Democrats that don't do a goddamn thing for Black people is already a red flag. And then to have this on top of it, hold up. Let me pull this up right quick. But then to have this receipt pulled up on top of that kind of makes it worse, kind of makes it hard to prove. Because this is a screenshot from a TikTok she made about a year or so ago. And she has in the caption, she's playing one of her songs. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but she's playing one of her songs. And in the caption, she puts, I feel like Kamala should walk out to this when she wins. Oh, really? Oh, really? So you think Kamala, you like Kamala. Now, mind you, FBA's on the grassroots. Sulani on the grassroots been exposing Kamala from the jump. This is the same lady that was cosplaying as a Black American who's a whole ass Asian. Whole Indian woman cosplaying as a Black American. She's not even Black. But you want her to walk out to your song? And this was over a year ago? I'm like, I don't believe in coincidences. So now it just got my gears grinding. It got the tables turning because I'm like, how long y'all been plotting on this shit? And I think she said in an interview, if I'm not mistaken, Mona Leo said specifically like, yeah, you know, I think I've been planning this. I've been making this album for like a year. I want to say she said it took her like a year to come up with the concept for the album and stuff like that. I'm like, a year. If I'm correct, if she said a year, y'all can fact check me on the interview. I think it was the Breakfast Club she said that on. It might have been the Breakfast Club or I think it was the Breakfast Club she said that on. But if it was in fact a year, It's just interesting that maybe at the beginning of that year, you was in talks. You had some conversations with Kamala people, huh? Did you have some conversation with the Negroes over at the DNC? Are they plotting to try to come in and corrupt the delineation movement? Is that their next ploy for this next election? Is this going to be the ploy like, oh, we're focused on Black Americans, but yeah, really it's Pan-Africanism? Because that's what usually happens. It's usually a grift to get us into something else, whether it's some LGBT shit, some white feminism shit, something else that ain't got nothing to do with Black American issues. So it's feeling like, were you used? Did you agree to be used to push this Pan-Africanist narrative while using the specific term so long? Why that word? Because I know if you heard of so long, you heard about FBA, and it wouldn't make sense for you to get up here and push Pan-Africanism with so long when you know that's against the creator's wishes. That don't make sense. So why not use FBA? So were you told not to use FBA? Is that what it was? Because if you would have used FBA, the criticism would have went a little differently. It would have been a little different. But it also would have helped give more exposure to that term. So is that what it is? Is that what it is? Y'all not fucking with it. Y'all know that foundational Black American, they know how powerful that the usage of that term is. So was that like a detracting thing? Like, no, let's use the Sulan. Let's not put the flag in there. Let's go against exactly what the creators made it for. And yeah, we're going to use this narrative to push Black unity. Now, I don't want to put it on a sister that she came up with all that wickedness herself, this diabolical ass plan herself. I don't want to, but I'm going to tell you this much, the grace is out the motherfucking window, and I don't doubt that she might have. I can't doubt that you might have. Or that your handlers, like your Nigerian ass manager, got up in your ear and validated some of these anti-Black sentiments you have and allowed you to put it in put a battery in your back to make this about Pan-Africanism. I mean, it could have went either way, but I don't believe in motherfucking coincidences. I don't believe it's a coincidence that you was shouting out Kamala Harris last year and now you with Deontay Cow and Conscious Flea this year. Conscious Flea was on the internet defending the hell out of Kamala. No, not rocking with that. So we already know what his stance is. We already know who he was voting for. And we're really not even completely clear on his lineage. Let me just say that. They said his daddy at BA. I'm not really sure. Shout out to the gift, y'all. Thank you very much. Y'all love me. Hey, y'all. We're not even sure about his paperwork ain't been checked for real. They said his father might be FBA, his mother might not be. It's up in the air. We don't know. Then he got a Mexican wife or a Latino wife, white, Latino. I don't fucking know. So he already got some weird energy going on, some deceptive energy going on anyways. But then to put on the fact that he was caping for Kamala Harris, and did he put on, he's real, Conscious Flea is real like intersectionalist. That's what threw me off with him. He used to wear these colorful ass rainbow braids and shit. Like, bro, it was like clear this nigga is not like us. Okay, he's weird boy, weird guy. You can just tell. So I'm like, the fact that you got him in there, and he already pushes this intersectional, he be pushing the LGBT shit and, you know, the people of color and the Black and brown coalitions, and he's not for immigration. You know, things that the grassroots, Black Americans on the grassroots have been talking about. Been problems, been issues for Black Americans, but definitely in the most recent years have been discussing. He kind of goes against the grain with. So that was already a red flag. So you linking up with this Negro? And then Deontay Cow, who actually called Black men the white tea women of our community, clearly on some feminist bullshit. I don't believe in coincidences, babe. I can't believe in coincidences. At that point, I would just be foolish. I think at that point, we would just be foolish to say, oh, the sister just young and she don't know. At that point, no, it's too much. It's too much evidence. It's too much evidence saying otherwise. I can't prove it. What's that little meme from the nigga with desk, the black dude? Like, I can't prove it, but I'm on to your ass. I'm on to you. And that's why I'm like, it's very disappointing because I've really had high hopes for the sister. I ain't had high hopes for a celebrity in a minute, especially a female rapper. I'm like, damn, I really thought this sister was going to be the one. I'm like, oh, she about to be the one. But that was all intentional. These motherfuckers got me. Damn, they got me. because this was all planned out. Mind you, and even before this one, I'm like, all of this is so fucking nefarious, man. This is so wicked. Before this even happened, about a year or two ago, one of her most popular songs, and one of the things she went viral for on the internet was because a part of her song was a soundbite. And a clip of her song went viral, and it was like, I can't date no white man if he call me nigga, then I'm a killer. So I'm like, I'm gonna unalive him. TikTok. I'm gonna unalive him. She said something to that effect. And it was like, oh, she B1. Oh, she not with the interracial shit. Oh, but all of that, it just feels fake and phony. Now it just feel like you was only doing that as a dog whistle to get my attention. That was just a little codified way to say, hey, look, I'm not with the white tea folks. I mean, you shouldn't be, to be honest. I'm not with the interracial. I mean, you shouldn't be. But the fact that that's not popular, people don't say that a lot in hip hop. That's not a popular thing to be talking about in hip hop, especially for women. It was like it automatically caught my attention. And I'm sure that happened for a lot of Black Americans. It was like, oh, who this little Black girl from the South talking about she ain't fucking with white boys? Like, oh, okay, go girl. But now I'm like, was that just a dog whistle just to get my attention so you could bait and switch my ass with this Pan-Africanist bullshit? Because being a Pan-Africanist and being against interracial, they ain't got nothing to do with each other. I agree with one of them not being for interracial dating, but I had no idea that she was on the Pan-Africanist wave. Now I'm finding out that she practiced EFA. She into different African divinations, and man, I'm like, man, this shit is giving. I didn't even want to call her a plant, but it's low key giving that. It's hard for me to even defend it. I can't even defend her against niggas that's calling her a plant. I can't. Because it's giving that. It's like, wow, did they tell you to make these dog whistles so you can get the attention of on cold Black women like me? Really? Just to get some sympathy, we giving you grace and sympathy. It's not everything that she did I didn't like. But the fact that she's a young Black girl from the South repping FBA, she ain't rocking with the white boys, she married to a Black man. That's an image. That brand is something attractive to a lot of young Black girls. I mean, Black people in general. But definitely young Black women, that's an attractive brand to support. I was going to support it regardless. Even if I didn't like her music like that, I was still going to support because that's a good look. Two young Black people, FBAs, they get married, they out doing music, One of them on code, one of them was faking like they was on code, pushing FBA or pushing Sulan. Okay, that brand is amazing. That imagery is amazing. The sound of that is amazing. But when we take a closer look, we see the democratic cracks in the image. We see the Pan-Africanist influence in there. And that's why I'm like, and then for her to come back out and say, oh, F you niggas, and with all this arrogance, and I'm like, oh, baby, you gotta learn the hard way. FBA, you're gonna have to feel it. Apparently, if you don't want to hear us, you're gonna have to feel us. That's how that's gonna go. If you ain't gonna hear us, you're gonna have to feel us. So I'm like, the sister just might need to feel us. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. But the sister might just have to feel us at this point, because I'm not about to keep second guessing. I already gave your ass too many goddamn chances, in my opinion. I gave you too many chances. The only reason you got this many chances is because I liked her music. So I'm like, that, it cannot happen again. It won't happen again. Not on my damn behalf. Trust me, I don't trust none of these damn celebrities. I don't trust none of these celebrities. But it definitely will not happen again, because this is something I think we will see happening more often as we inch closer to the next election. Next year and the year after that, we're going to start seeing these people try to hold on to the FBA term or to the Sulani term and flip it into a Pan-Africanist narrative, or even flip it just to some democratic shield bullshit. They're going to try to use what we're doing on a grassroots level to push their own narratives, to grift, to pander. So I'm like, this is something I'm actually glad it happened in the way it did at this time, before the elections and before, I went to go spend money on like seeing her in concert or buying an album or something. Before I even got that deep into it, I'm glad that this happened right now. It was divine. It's divine. And it's only because that the delineation movement is so heavy right now, it's so impactful, that she was exposed. And for those of you Negroes on the internet that think this ain't got nothing to do with her, baby, you're out of your fucking mind. You're crazy. She needs to come out and address them comments that her African manager made. And just like she came out and addressed the criticism that she was getting for them damn flags in the background. There has to be something said. Something. And it better not be no, oh, well, I just didn't know. Because I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry. Even if you ain't seen them tweets, baby, you felt that. FBA's, our discernment is on. We probably got the strongest discernment on the goddamn planet. Let's be real. We can pick up when somebody's anti-black. We can pick up when you don't fuck with us for real. We can pick up on that. If you don't rock with FBA's for real, if you don't rock with black people for real, we pick up on that like that. It's like a sixth sense. So it's no way y'all ain't had a couple conversations, y'all ain't looked over some things, y'all ain't had some back and forths, and you never felt that anti-black energy. I don't believe that shit. Yeah, maybe you didn't see the tweets. Maybe you didn't. Should you have vetted his ass better? Absolutely, especially before coming out with such a song like you did. I would have made sure my whole camp is tight. My whole camp need to be tight. My husband's Twitter need to be good. My Twitter need to be good. My mama's Twitter. What are we talking about? Anybody close to me is going to be critiqued because I'm the only person coming out with a song that's using a term that just was created. Of course, people going to be looking at me. They're going to have all eyes on me. If you heard about Sulana, you'd have heard about these tethers. I mean, she said the word tether, so you know what's going on. You see what's happening in the delineation movement. Just based off that, I would have went back and checked somebody's tweets. I would have went back and asked, like, hey, y'all got any anti-black? You need to delete something. I would at least did my due diligence for that. You coming out with something like, duh, you're going to get checked, and you're coming out of nowhere with it at that? Yes, you're going to get checked. With the Nigerian manager, yes, you're going to get checked. So even if you didn't know about them dumbass tweets, you didn't do your due diligence on his. You ain't vet this man enough, clearly. And if you did, again, nefarious behavior. Because now we know exactly what you're doing. If you come out and say, I seen him and, he's a changed man. Honestly, it's a bad look for you regardless. The only way I see her getting out of that, at least for me, is if you come out, you vehemently against everything he said. I didn't know nothing I didn't see none of this. Like, I picked up on some energy. I'm not with that. I'm completely against it. And fire his ass. Fire his ass. That's the only way I would even slightly believe she didn't know his ass was that anti-black. The only way I would even kind of believe she knew that he wasn't that anti-black, or she didn't know he was that anti-black, is if she immediately fires him. And I'm not talking about firing him I'm talking about firing him immediately. Honestly, she could have came out with a tweet like, he's fired. I'm going to talk to y'all next week about it. Even if she would have just did that would have been more respectable. But it don't even look like she's trying to address it. We're going on day 3 now of him being exposed? I ain't seen no major media outlets post it. She ain't posting about it. She ain't tweeting about it. I'm like, but you was quick to get up here and say, you was quick to get up here and defend Pan-Africanism. Look at my baby hairs. God! Sweating like 30 degrees. But you was quick to get up here and defend Pan-Africanism, but you're not quick to get up here and hold your anti-black ass manager accountable? That's a red flag. It looked like you know what you're doing. It looked like you know what you're doing. I'm just saying, it looked like you're just as anti-black as that manager. I don't want to put it on you. But it's hard for me not to put it on you with all of these things. Just building. This is a case getting built against you at this point. So the only way I see her coming out of this, she definitely got to do some unlearning, relearning, but she for sure got to fire that fucking manager. I don't think that's even debatable. For sure. And she needs to come out and apologize to specifically FBAs for not taking our criticism and our sentiments seriously. You should have took those to heart. You should have took them with a grain of salt. You didn't do that. You wanted to be arrogant and boastful and, F you niggas, and I'm Pan-Africanist. If you ain't with it, then I ain't. But you see how quickly people get humbled? And you know what's insane is that she just added on more tour dates, if I'm not mistaken, tour. And FBAs are the only one buying your tickets, babe. Foundational Black American women are the only people buying your tickets. It might be some non-FBAs in there, especially when you go to, I think she got a show in Silver Spring or DC. It might be some tennis out there, some non-FBAs. But FBAs are the only reason you have a career. I wouldn't take that lightly, like for real. So my best suggestion to her is to get your happy ass back on the internet, do some apologizing. Go ahead and get you an FBA manager, fire that coon ass anti-black Nigerian manager you got, probably fire that other one, get rid of that YT best friend. You probably need to get that EFI shit too. I'm just saying, because it looked like you were a little caught up. So get it together, make some changes, and then maybe we can come back to the table and talk about re-giving you support or something to that nature. But from this point right now, moving forward, I can't do that, baby. that would be just hypocritical. I can't do it. And you know what's crazy? Because a part of me wanted to look at it like, oh damn, well, she's an entertainer. We shouldn't be holding entertainers to revolutionary statuses, and you know, she's not an activist. Like, you know, a part of me wanted to even see, look at my ass trying to give her grace. I'm just trying to give her, like, you know what? She's not an activist. It's like, you know, yeah, she made music. Maybe we should just look at her. But when you're being used, because again, whether she's in on it or not, she's still being used. Let's just make that clear. When you're being used to go against something that the grassroots is pushing so hard for, and you know, at the end of this delineation tunnel is reparations. So that's really what the root of the issue is, reparations. You're going against our end goal, which is reparations. That's what the core issue is. And mind you, this is the same girl that was on the song screaming reparations. That was another thing. That was another sound that went viral. She was on the song screaming reparations. All of these dog whistles. Damn. Dog whistles I fell for. Egregious. But you can't go against something that the grassroots is actively trying to attain and think that you're not going to get consequences for it. That's not going to work. Not going to work. Not during this era. We're going through a renaissance. We're going through a time where Black Americans will look back upon and be like, damn, I'm glad my ancestors, preferably I'm one of them. Thank you, Lord. I'm glad my ancestors was speaking the way they spoke. I'm glad they was fighting for what they was fighting for. I'm glad they created the terms they created. I'm glad, etc., etc. Because that's what got us to the point of reparations. That's what got us to this point of progression. Why would you want to be on the side of history that's going against that? Why would you want to be on the side of history that's not for the best thing for your people, which is reparations, to repair your community? That is literally our best option. So for her to just ignore that context, and then get exposed, for her manager to get exposed right after this, man, it's sorry. It's enough for me. I can't vote with her. I can't rock with her. I tried to do my due diligence, shorty. No, not gonna happen. Here's another sister I tried to work with. Keke Palmer. Now, Keke Palmer has been going back and forth. Keke Palmer rides the line. Let me say this. And this is why in my thumbnail, I got that transgender Black Lives Matter LGBT flag on it. Because Keke Palmer is known for kind of riding that fence. Riding that what's the word I'm looking for? Riding that intersectional fence. All right. She loved to do the old Black. I think she was at a matter of fact, I reacted to her, I want to say a couple years ago, and she got an award at an LGBT show. Like it was a dumbass award though. It was like an award for being gay or some bullshit. Like, it was dumb. But she was talking about how when I was younger and I wanted to be Usher when I was younger, and I wanted to be a boy, and I didn't see myself as a girl, and something, blah, gender. Okay. So she's been pushing that along with that feminist kind of agenda for a little minute, even though, and this is what kind of keeps her around the line, because even though she does that, she still kind of keeps it hella Black. She kind of got like Black auntie vibes. Some people say it's kind of performative, but it's a lot of people find that attractive. A lot of people find that appealing. Okay, it's something you can connect to. That funniness that she has, that kind of charisma that she has, it's appealing. It's like, oh damn, like go ahead, sit loud. Like she got, you know what I'm saying? She was in a lot of classic movies, so we know from childhood. So she has a little place in Black American culture, in Black American spaces. You know what I'm saying? And when she gets a lot of sympathy, she looked at like the younger sister, or Akila and the Bee. People still see her as Akila and the Bee, you know. So yeah, but in more recent years, she's been used to push these LGBT agendas and these feminist agendas. Okay. And I think she was a Democratic shield too. I want to say she was up there, came before. She was up there. Damn. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Both of them was caving for Kamala, Mana Leo and Keke Palmer. Oh, wow. You know, we just did a live today on TikTok about how Deontay Cow and consciously are Democratic shields or their plants. But I'm like, are all of these niggas Democratic shields? God, hold up. Mana Leo got a video pushing Kamala. Keke Palmer had an interview with Kamala. She interviewed Kamala when she was still campaigning. And then they had a whole sound bite that went viral too. And they was talking about when Keke Palmer asked her about her silk press. So she gets silk presses. And of course, Kamala Harris, not being a fucking black woman, she's like, no, I don't flat iron my hair. She didn't even know what the fucking silk press was. First of all, let's block that. But she's like, I don't even flat iron my hair. I just blow dry it. I just do it with like a little blow drying brush. Girl, that is not no damn silk press. That is not what we consider a blowout. You're like, girl, please. But yeah, so she was, even in that, she was kind of using her blackness to try to up Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, girl, yeah, home girl, you know, silk press, yes. Like, no, she's not black. She don't even know what the fucking silk press is. But again, she was using her blackness to kind of up Kamala, okay? So she's already been used, to say the least, just to get some context on Kiki. Recently, she came out with her own network. The network is called Key TV. So Key TV produces shows, right? Now, the first show, this is, I'm not going to say it's the first, but this is one of the first shows from Key TV that she's just released, right? Now, y'all know I love a good story with some heart, a little humor, and a lot of mess. Introducing Key TV's network's Southern Fried Rice, a new coming-of-age dramedy set in a fictional HBCU. Watch the trailer. Now, I'm not going to play the trailer because I'm not trying to get copyrighted.
I know I got some explaining to do.
I will play it, but I'm not going to play the sound. How about that? Because I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted, but I'll play it because I don't think that the image will get copyrighted. Now, this is the perfect screenshot. You see how she left that out? In the description, it just says a new coming-of-age dramedy set in a fictional HBCU. No other context in that, right? She didn't put what really matters. What really matters is that not only is this set in an HBCU, but the main character is Asian. The main damn character at an HBCU. Mind you, we ain't even had no solid shows about HBCU since what? What am I thinking of? Bill Cosby joint? Hillman. What's the A Different World? We ain't even had no shows surrounding no HBCUs for overall since a different world. And the first goddamn thing she come up with in her mind, her intersection of his mind, is a show about a fucking Asian at HBCU. Y'all, a lot of you not. Let me just play a little bit of this trailer. So she,
okay.
Can't play this, what you call it. But so this girl, she gets accepted into an HBCU. Mind you, she's supposed to be an adopted Asian. Two Black American parents adopted her on a military base when they was in Korea and brought her back to the States and raised her from a baby to be within Black culture. Let me say that. Not to be Black, but within Black culture. Y'all, first of all, I watched 2 seconds of this goddamn episode. The lady doesn't even sound like she's Black. She don't even sound like she grew up around Black people. She's giving Asian. She's very much so I'm like, first of all, that don't even make sense. How the fuck you grew up in Black culture and you don't sound even somewhat Black? You still sound like an Asian bitch from straight out the nail salon? That don't make sense. Some they right. Number two, the main character, the Asian girl, also has a best friend, a sister who's right here, who on the first episode is still going to college, y'all. She finds out she's pregnant, not married, baby mama. She finds out she's becoming a baby mama on the first episode and can't go to college. On the first fucking episode, where you have an Asian woman going to an HBCU that was supposedly raised around Black people. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing for me. Hold on. Let me get these thoughts out the way right quick, because some people really think, oh, well, it's diversity and, what's the big deal? And, Black people, like, it's still about the Black college experience. Y'all, Asians are racist as fuck. What are we talking about? Hold up. What are we talking about? You're going to use, this is so egregiously fairy tale like. This ain't even remotely in the world of what really would happen. Where the fuck are the Asians that's getting adopted? You know how long Black people been in different countries? How long we've been stationed in different countries? How long Black people have fought in every fucking war? Every American war we fought in. We've been in plenty of damn places. Why are we not seeing too many? Why is this not a common thing to see an Asian male raised with Black people? I've never seen that. I've seen white Asians in the hood before at the stores their parents own. If they live in a building with us, they stand in their house. They don't come outside. They don't interact with us. It don't happen. So in what world was you really cooking this up and you thought this would be relevant? Anybody could really relate to this, even fucking Asians. How could even they relate to this? They don't grow up around fucking with black people like that. What are we talking about? If they do fuck with black people, it's after they're getting raised. It's after they go to college and start fucking with black people. What are we talking about? So this is just such delusional, like, coonery. This is like you're fantasizing about an Asian woman in blackface, damn near. That's what you find attractive? Because this is not, I've never seen an Asian raised strictly around black people. I don't see it. I've never seen it. Give me even one famous fucking Asian where that happened. It's not happening like that. They be racist as hell. That's just the truth. They're very much anti-black. What are we talking about? So you choose this woman instead of getting a regular ass, even if she would have made the girl half Korean. Even if you would have just gave her, let her mother been a little chopstick bedwench out this joint, going to Korea, she was in the military, started messing with another Korean military man, then had to leave, didn't tell her about her father, and then didn't grow up with none of that culture, but now she's home and she's mixed. Even if she look Asian, even if she just look Asian, but she's mixed with black, that would even make more sense. Still unnecessary, still don't need that fucking show. You very much can still keep that show in your back pocket. We don't need that shit. But if you were going to do it, you could have at the very least done that. You could at least made her a little black. Because just to say, this is just this is racial fantasy right here. This is some jungle fever bullshit right here that you're cooking up. Because it's not really happening. You know what's really happening? Shit like this is what really happens. I wish a TV series set on an HBCU campus that centers Asians. I wish I would have I wish I would. This is a tweet. I wish I would have a TV series set on HBCU campus that centers Asians. And they got a picture of Latasha Harlins up here with the Asian woman who unalived her. This is a little girl who walked into a store in the 90s in LA, and this racist ass Asian woman got up there and said and accused her of stealing some juice. I think it was an orange juice and some cookies, some slice. It was like Trayvon Martin, before Trayvon Martin. Accused her of stealing and unalived this little girl. Unalived her because she thought even if the little girl was stealing, she didn't think her life was even worth a fucking bottle of orange juice. She unalived that little girl. That's who you should have made a motherfucking story about. You want to make a story about blacks and Asians? There's one right there. You know who even did it better? You just had a great example. Sinners. Remember Sinners? Remember they had the Asians up at Sinners? I love the way he used the Asians. He was historically correct and he still put a message in there. Because they was using the Asians to get the catfish and for the food, and they was the plug for the signs. But as soon as they got in trouble, that one Asian woman said to hell with everybody. As soon as shit got real, that one Asian said, fuck all y'all, I'm worried about my people. Where's my daughter? My daughter's in danger. That's the first thing that she did was disregard all of her black life. Not just the black life inside the building, but the black life in the town. Because mind you, she had a daughter, but so did everybody else. Everybody's family was in the town. He only threatened your daughter because he knew that would be a trigger, that was a dog whistle. That was a code. That was him calling you to be on code. Hey, look, I know we vampires, but look, you can let us get these niggas or we can go get your daughter. Well, I know which one you don't want us to get, so come on, baby, stop playing. Don't make me go get your daughter, because you know I'll go get her. You know that's all you really care about. So the dog whistle was the display of codification was still there in Sinners. How you going to use that in here? How you going to use that if you're trying to push this whole fucking black and Asian, what is this, black and yellow coalition? What are we doing? You got a black girl, Asian girl that's raised around black girls, and she's supposed to be pro-black. All she knows, she says it in the trailer. Hold up. Can I get that part? Let me see if I can get that part. Hold up. And her name is Coco, child. You the name. If this ain't some fucking coonish jungle fever bullshit right here, you name the bitch Coco. What are we talking? If you was gonna do something like this, you could have got Aquafina. You could have got Lovely Mimi. These are the Asian joints. That's what Asian people do. They hang around black people. They exploit this. Now she tried to make it seem like this. She tried to make. I didn't even have it pulled up on the thing. My bad, y'all. But she tried to make it seem like this is a regular, or she's trying to push this narrative that these people be so respectful to our culture, and they're just so culturally sensitive, and they're just so, they just love Black culture. And you see, even this Asian girl, she's raised around them, and there are good Asians. There are good white people move. That's what this feels like. There's still some good ones, but the only way we can get a good one is if I make a fake ass character, put her in a completely unrealistic movie setting, and now we have a culturally considerate Asian. Now we do. But she had to be raised by Black people in a fictional goddamn world and go into a fictional HBCU. What are we talking about, man? You could have did a movie on Latasha Harlins, or you could have just did a regular HBCU show. And if you wasn't going to do that, baby, you could have just had her be one of the characters. You didn't have to center her. And this is why I'm like, this is some delineation disruption shit right here. Because for you to center her at an HBCU, something that is already founded by FBAs, the only reason there are HBCUs is because of foundational Black Americans. The only reason there are HBCUs is because of foundational Black Americans. And you take our shit and center an Asian in it? What are we talking about? The only reason other Black people want to go to HBCUs is because of foundational Black Americans. And you got the nerve to center an Asian in the middle of our shit. Amazing. Oh, and this is all wow. You got people up on the internet. I mean, you got things happen all around us. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold up. I got to get into Kiki's egregious response. Hold up. Which one is this one? Is it this one? Yes, this one. This is all while people are talking about how HBCU. Matter of fact, I just did a live of my own a little while ago talking about how Howard, students at Howard, the Black students at Howard had a whole loan thing going on. They had some of their loans like disputed. People was owing money. People was almost for like 3 months from damn graduating and owed like $50,000. All types of weird shit happening. You got people. I think they just got it. Matter of fact, you had Asians. It was Asians. Wasn't it Asians who was complaining about not DEI? What is it? Affirmative action? So what are we talking about? And you got an Asian you're centering an Asian in the HBCU. This is hella problematic. It's just hella problematic. Now she comes out and makes a response video. Keke Palmer, this is Keke Palmer's response video. Now it's funny because now this is about to put the cherry on top. This is about to put the cherry on top. Let me read her caption first before I get to the video. It says, as a professional tap dancer and court jester for most of my life, not complaining, I can tell you that it's impressive. I mean, it's imperative people of color have jobs outside of just being the talent or the player on the team. It's my mission with Key TV to help find and support the creators of color behind the scenes, giving them a chance to tell their own story. The camera operators, costume designers. She spelled that wrong. Just threw me off. Costume designers, writers, directors, prop masters, and the list goes on. There is a common complaint about there not being a lot of Black people in the hair and makeup union. The lack of Black creators in high positions is a big source of this. It's Key TV's mission to democratize the industry and support Black people in business positions that don't always include us performing. There's nothing wrong with that, but there is so much we can do and we have to offer. Nakia Stephens is one of our key makers, along with Chelsea Sanders, blah, 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 blah. Okay, bunch of people. Now let me read this. Let me play this little clip. Hold on.
Hey, you guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to chop it up real quick about this series called Southern Fried Rice that's premiering on Key TV. That is receiving some controversial feedback. Now, Southern Fried Rice was created by Nakia Stevens. And while I can't speak to her inspiration for the show, I can speak to her dedication as a creative. I mean, Nakia has written, show ran, and produced 4 shows alongside her Damn Right Originals team with Key TV. And Key TV has proudly invested over $500,000 on her creations. And I say that because it's not easy to obtain that kind of investment. And Key TV, this is the ethos of the company. It's a network, not just because it has stars and shows or has talent, but because it's about the people who create the shows and connecting them. I mean, we have Alex King, a Black queer creator that made the short film Keep Me in Mind.
Ooh, now you hear that? You see who she started with? Let me just bring that back if you caught that. Let me see if y'all caught that. You see who she started with?
Or has talent, but because it's about the people who create the shows and connecting them. I mean, we have Alex King, a Black queer creator that made the short film.
A Black who creator? We got a Black who creator? That's who you start with. And this is what I'm saying. These are dog whistles. These are dog whistles. The fact that she started with a Black queer creator, that's not by accident. These people ain't doing this type of shit on accident. You started with the Black queer creator because you're pushing intersectionality. You're pushing, oh, we're all Black and people of color and, you know, minorities and Pan-Africanism and LGBT, and we're just all one big happy melting pot. That's why you're pushing that, and that's what Key TV is pushing. Let me let her finish.
Keep Me in Mind. We have Antoine Lachey, who created the horror story Blue Forest. We have Cousin M by a father and son duo, Rosero and Eric McCoy. Chelsea Sanders, who created Make It Make Sense and Unlabeled by Lawrence Murray. Chelsea also did Dear Kiki. Look, what you like is subjective, but the support of Black creatives is not. And it's a task that Key TV takes on with pride, because if you want to be a creative, you have to be able to create.
And I disagree with that. What did she just say? I disagree with that.
We have Antoine Lachey, duo Rosero and Eric McCoy. Chelsea Sanders, who created Make It Make Sense and Unlabeled by Lawrence Murray. Chelsea also did Dear Kiki. Look, what you like is subjective, but the support of Black creatives is not.
Yes, it is. And that's why I disagree. This whole, mind you, it was a bi-ethnic that pushed that shit anyway. It was Issa Rae. Issa Rae was the first one to kept it, but she wasn't the first one, but she was the one who popularized that whole I'm rooting for everybody Black. She said in an interview the shit went viral. Issa Rae is half something. She's half non-FBA. She half African. So I forgot what country she's from, what side of that African country she's from, but she's half African. Well, we're not fucking with this. This is the flat Black, this is the Black unity Pan-Africanist narrative. The same thing that Mona Leo was pushing. The same thing that Deontay Coward consciously is pushing. Oh no, you can choose what you like, but you can't choose what creators. We just have to support everybody Black. No, the fuck we don't. We don't gotta support everybody. Matter of fact, we should not support everybody that's just Black. No, because now we're getting too loose. We ain't got no control. We ain't got no order. We ain't got no structure. Now we're just making content for content. You could be out here making the most coonish content out here. I'm gonna support you just because you Black. Fuck it or no. You could be out here pushing like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has a YouTube kids show named Doggyland. I just did a video about that a couple days ago. Go watch that. You think I'm supporting him? Fuck no. Absolutely not. He's pushing the LGBT agenda on children. We supposed to support him because he's Black? No. So this whole narrative that we just supporting everybody because they're Black is bullshit. That's some Pan-African. No, we're not doing that. I'm not supporting a show that's centering an Asian in a Black space when we barely got any representation of Black people in Black spaces. I'm good. No, I'm not going to support that bullshit. There has to be a standard. And I understand what she's saying because I felt like this for a while too. And when Issa Rae said I'm supporting everybody Black, I was with it. For a long time, I'm like, nigga, if you Black, I'm with you. I'm always betting on Black. And to a degree, I am still always betting on Black. Okay. But there's definitely some guidelines. There's some standards you got to meet before I just openly give you my support. Damn sure now, especially with these artists, because I gave Mona Leo way too much goddamn praise. Never doing that again. But there has to be a level, a standard, at least a code that you're going by in order for you to really receive support from the grassroots. You going against the grain and making centering an Asian in our spaces, something distinctly made for foundational Black Americans. Got her all up in got her wearing our grills. You give her a name like Coco, just living out this whole cosplaying Black American fantasy, jungle fever fantasy. That's off code. I cannot support that. I don't give a damn if you Black, African, FBA, Sula. I don't give a damn what you identify as. I'm not supporting that because you're going against the code. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So this is what I'm saying. And this is what makes all of this feel very intentional, because Mona Leo's response was very similar to hers. And they really got some of the same critiques. Honestly, both of them is about using foundational Black American culture to push something else. That's ultimately what both of their critiques, what the main root of their critiques were. Don't use our shit to push other agendas. That's crazy. And that's what you're doing. And you come back just like Mona Leo and say, oh yeah, well, everybody Black. I mean, hey, look, I'm pushing Black unity. We just gotta support Black creators. There's not enough of us. You're right, it's not. I wonder why. It's because the people that's in power don't want them pushing Black empowerment. You can get up there and make some black shit. You can get up there and make some niggatry. They don't give a damn about that. You can get up there and make it down. You can they give you the funding, and because I think she said she had to get funded for this as well. But you'll find the funding and things of that nature, the backing for some bullshit like this, of course. Southern fried rice, sure. But something centered in black empowerment. And then, I forgot. How can I leave this out? Let me not forget this. Now, this is very intentional. This is in the first episode. They got a cut right here. And mind you, they don't show the whole thing. It's just this cut. That's why I got a screenshot of it. But they got a cut right here where you see the Black American Heritage flag. You got Malcolm X on the what you call it? I think that's Sister like Angie Stone. I believe that's an early picture of Angie Stone, or is that Angie Stone, or I can't tell. Either Angie, that's not Angie Stone. That's what's the other sister name? Damn, what's her name? Not Angie Stone. I forgot what the sister about. I think she's a famous singer, if I'm not mistaken. You got her in the picture. And then you got this I think this sister right here is supposed to be hella pro-black, because in this scene, it's like her sister comes and the sister, she mistakes the Asian girl's sister who is black, or not her biological, her adopted sister who is black as the Asian girl. So when the Asian girl walks in, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Coco," and the girl is like, "You Coco? What the like?" She like, "Girl, what?" So I think she's supposed to be like hella pro-black, and she got this Black American Heritage flag. So y'all room her with the FBA who's supposed to be, I'm assuming, B1 and on code. And what are y'all going to work in some sort of story where she ends up accepting her for who she is because all she knows is black culture and it's okay, mind you, the storyline is that the Asian girl is going to a HBCU to find herself. How the fuck is you going to a HBCU? Bitch, go to Korea. Your lineage is in Korea. You want to find yourself, go to your homeland. They really made the plot of the show. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go find myself at this HBCU. I want to be around people that understand me. Go to your people then. They're not going to understand the culture you're representing, but you can change that. They're going to understand you, though, because you're Korean. So they're going to get you. You just don't want to go over there because you're used to exploiting black people and black culture. Because you don't got to deal with the consequences of black culture. You don't got to get called ratchet and ghetto and blah, 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 blah. You don't get those consequences. It's cute to you. It's Miley Cyrus twerk on the stage. It's, oh my God, it's so fun. She twerking on ABC. It's so fun. Nicki Minaj do it. It's the, oh my God, the ratchet Jezebel. Is that it again? So it's a completely different experience. You're not getting the black experience just because you're in black culture. You're in dogs and that's not the same. If you want to go figure out who you are, go back to your homeland. Not to an HBCU. But she's not going to put this shit in here. You put her as, you make up a damn fictional character who needs to go to an HBCU to find herself and then gets room with a black ass roommate. A black power roommate who's probably going to end up changing her mind and become more liberal. What are we talking about? And then you got it as a bigger black woman, a bigger dark-skinned black woman at that. So now you kind of pushing that mammyism wave too, because now she going to mammy the little Asian girl into knowing herself. It's okay, baby. You're black and you're beautiful. You're Asian and you're beautiful. It's giving no. It's giving hell to the no. Girl, try again. Please try again. Let me pull this up too, because the creator of this show, who's a black woman, who's I can't say it's FBA, we won't get into that in a second, but a creator of this show who is a black woman, at least she is a black woman. She made this video and she's talking about how it took her so long to come up with this concept and blah. Look at this right here. Hold up.
Hello, hi. I wanted to come on here and first and foremost say thank you so much for watching the Southern Fried Rice trailer. I'm seeing the comments, I'm seeing the support, I'm seeing the discourse, and as a storyteller, I welcome it. I welcome conversation, I welcome curiosity. And for those of you who've been following me and supporting my journey, y'all know that Southern Fried Rice is 10 plus years in the making. And it was inspired by my own HBCU experience and observations as a student at Savannah State University, the first public HBCU in Georgia. But no, I had friends at Savannah State University and people in my orbit who were non-Black and had to navigate a historically Black space. And I saw how hard and challenging and fun and beautiful it was for them to do so. And that sparked my curiosity and honestly planted the seed for Southern Fried Rice. And obviously over the years, it has been massaged into something more deeper and nuanced. But that was ultimately the seed, right? And I think my ultimate goal was to spark conversation around culture, around belonging, and around identity.
Around whose culture? Around whose culture? You saw a bunch of POCs that are HBCU and you wanted to create a conversation around culture. Around whose culture? Not just culture. You're not just talking about culture in general. Around whose culture? Black American culture. And we're gonna get into whether she's a Black American or not. Somebody just told me in the comments, some section over here to TikTok. Shout out to the TikTok investigators. But let me let her finish.
And so that's what I think I've done. And I'm very proud of Southern Fried Rice. Furthermore, I'm very proud of the people behind Southern Fried Rice, other than me, the people I collaborated with. So a Black woman director who also attended an HBCU, 3 producers who also attended HBCUs. Some of our cast and crew also attended HBCU. So these are people who...
And that doesn't mean they FBA. It's a lot of non-FBAs that go to HBCU. So it could just be full of a bunch of tethers or non-FBAs. I'm just saying. Just because you went to HBCU don't mean you FBA.
Love and protect Black culture and hold it close to their hearts, who were collaborating on this project. And so, yeah, I'm proud of it. And I'm also, first and foremost, I already said it first and foremost. Second most, I have to say thank you to Kiki and Key TV for allowing me the opportunities. Like, this is my 4th project with Key TV. So we have Ho and Tail, we had Nepotista, we had The Psychological Evolution of Fuckboy.
Ho and Tail? Nepotista? What is the other shit about? I didn't even hear that commercial. What the hell is Ho and Tail?
And now we have Nepotista, we had The Psychological Evolution of Fuckboys.
The Psychological Evolution of Fuckboys? She's a tether. It's already given tether. We about to get into her lineage in a second, but it's already given tether. What the fuck are you talking? First of all, we don't even use fuckboy anyway, so I hope that's a whole show. Fuckboy ain't been used in I don't know how long. What are we talking about? This got to be a tether.
And now we have Southern Fried Rice, and I'm just so grateful that they, and especially Kiki, has been a huge champion of me and my storytelling, and honestly has contributed her own money into these projects so that we can tell these stories. And so definitely want to shout out Key TV and Kiki Palmer, because they have been huge champions for the kind of stories that we want to tell, which are these beautiful nuanced stories that spark conversation. So Kiki gave me a chance, and I'm asking for you all to give
no, girl, we can't give you no damn chance. Kiki shouldn't even give you a dumb ass chance. I don't know why the fuck she did that. Anyways, this quote says, I still don't understand the thought process behind wanting to tell this story for 10 plus years, y'all. You telling me you went to a HBCU, you was around a couple people of color. I don't even want to call them people of color. You was around a couple non-blacks, because it wasn't many. It ain't that many to go to HBCUs. I know it wasn't many, and if it wasn't too many that was hanging around Black folks. So I know it wasn't too many that you was close to, for real. Even if you are a coon or a tether baby, you ain't get that damn close to them people. I know they did. Especially with some Asians. You ain't get that fucking close to them because you can't bring them home. They can't bring you home. So you ain't to get that close to them. I know they didn't. You waited 10 years. You marinated on this bullshit for 10 years for you to come out with this story at a time where we're trying to delineate and highlight specifically foundational Black American culture. Now, coincidentally, you want me to believe after 10 years, this is just the time coincidence. It's just a coincidence that now Kiki has the money to back you and now you can get the funding for the show. I don't believe this shit, man. I think this is all nefarious. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think all of this is intentional. I'm not going to lie to you. I think all of this is very much intentional. I don't think it's no damn coincidence that she comes out with this show at the same time with the Black American Heritage Flag. Mind you, you don't see that Black American Heritage Flag everywhere. That's not a common thing you see on TV. It's hella Black shows. You don't see it everywhere. I can't even think of a scene it was in a different world. It probably was. I'm not going to put it on them that they didn't have it in. But it might have been in a scene or two. It's not something that was just up on the wall where you could see in every episode. That's for sure. Maybe they had it in somebody's room or in a book, something like that. I don't remember seeing it. But if it was on there, it damn sure wasn't something that was propagated to be at the forefront of the show. So this is not a common thing. We didn't get this. We didn't see the Black American Heritage Flag in Grownish, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't see that in, what's the other little college show? I can't even think of all the little college shows. But that's not something that's heavily promoted. So the fact that she had to put that in distinctly to say, oh yeah, this girl is FBA. That's what it is. This is a call to the grassroots to the FBAs on the grassroots to say, hey y'all, I see what y'all doing with the FBA shit. Hey, I see the delineation movement. Look, this girl right here, here's a character for you to show some representation that I see what's going on. But then I'm gonna sneak in this little agenda. I gotta slickly slide in the little Asian girl, because y'all know we can't just make it Black American. We gotta make it Black American, and if it's gonna be Black American, it gotta be and something else. So we're gonna slide in an Asian to be right beside this girl that's cosplaying as the actual girl. You're cosplaying as this girl's culture. The Black American right beside you. You're cosplaying in her goddamn culture. In her way of dressing, you using her accent, her slang, and you're about to force a storyline to make them become best friends or some bullshit? Because what other reason would you have them housing together? She's either about to be the best friend or the villain. It's gonna be one of the two. That's the only way that's gonna go. It's literally going to go one of two ways. She's going to be the best friend of the girl, or she's going to be the villain. She's not about to be some one-off side character to just talk shit, whatever. I doubt it. You wouldn't even put that flag in there if she wasn't going to be a part of the storyline. You put that in there for a reason. So she's going to end up being that girl's best friend or the villain. The quote-unquote villain, because honestly, she won't be the villain if she against the damn Asian girl that's cosplaying as a Black American. That's not a villain to me. That's somebody on code. So even if you did it that way, now you're vilifying the code. You're vilifying the code. Oh, it's off code. Now you're the bad guy. If you tell somebody, hey, I don't like you dressing up as me, it's weird. I know you said you grew up around us, but it's still weird. You're not Black. Like you could just wear some regular shit from Hollister or H&M, wherever the fuck white people shop at or Asian shop at. What's that Asian store? Uniqlo or Uni something? Go shop there. That's where your people shop at. There's no need for you to be dressing like me. I don't give a damn who you grew up around. If you are, I need another roommate, because this ain't gonna work. I would be highly uncomfortable. That's not a villain. But that's how she would paint it. I guarantee you it's a Black best friend. She gonna get some sort of Black friend in that joint that's gonna be defending the shot. Oh, she is Black. She can come to the cookout. She know how to make mac and cheese. She does it something. I guarantee you there's at least one character, but probably a couple that's going to end up defending her ass, especially because she has a Black family. So the family alone will be the one defending her ass. But when she gets to that school, it's going to be a friend. It's going to be somebody there, even a man, a Black man that she end up falling in love with. Because you know it's going to be a Black man who she end up falling in love with. She going to HBCU, girl, she's going to be with a nigga. Let's just be real. Come on. So these are things that I already know is going to happen, baby. There's no way for you to push a B1 narrative with that. You're not doing it. Having an Asian as the main character, you can't push a B1 narrative. You can't push a foundational Black American narrative, that's for sure. So problematic. So many layers of problematic issues with this. It's not it. And then to come to find out, hold up. Then shout out to the FBAs. This is why I don't know why people think that y'all not gonna get caught up. The internet never fails. FBA detectives never fail, bro. We never fail. Come on. So now this girl getting exposed, child. This is the creator of the show. These are tweets from the creator of the show from 2015. I'm sorry, not Ancestral Memory. Ancestral Memory, it's an ad. Says I can be an honorary island gal. So don't question me. This is her. She want to be an honorary island girl. I'm such a wannabe island gal. Can I be an honorary? Oh, so you want to be an honorary island girl? I don't hear no FBA saying that, but if you FBA is saying that, you automatically under the coon category. Because I'm damn sure ain't pressed to be no island girl. I'm going to be an FBA girl. I'm fine with being an American girl. But you got tweets out here begging niggas to be an honorary island girl? Okay. All right. Here's another tweet. The only meal men cook to impress a woman for the first time is salmon, mashed potatoes, and salad/spinach and wheat. She replies to that and said, unless they're Caribbean, you will have a full course meal, a clean house, and something useful that I won't tweet. Oh, really? So you know about Caribbean men? I don't know shit about Caribbean men. I don't date Caribbean. I've never dated a Caribbean and never dated an African. I don't know anything about them. I can't tell you. Can't tell you what they cook for you, what they're gonna get you for Valentine's Day. If they cheat us, I can't tell you, not from firsthand experience. Apparently she can. Oh, you dating Caribbeans? Okay. I mean, you could be FBA, be dating Caribbeans. I'm just saying. But that is a little suspicious. I'm just saying. Especially for you to be tweeting about it. It's a little suspicious. Excuse me, sir. I'm mixed. Now, this is her again. Excuse me, sir. I'm mixed. In parentheses, it says Dominican and Asian. Oh, thank you very much. LOL. And yes, it was great. Yummy. Oh, wow. So she's mixed with Asian. So that's what it is. Got you. That's why you wanted that Asian representation, because you don't really feel black. You feel like an Asian. I know black and Dominican. Oh, you Dominican and Asian. You said, sir, I'm mixed. Excuse the hell out of him. I don't know if he was calling her a nigga or what, but she said, hold that, sir. I'm not no damn black. I'm Dominican and Asian. So she don't even see herself as black. You see what I mean? You don't even see yourself as black, yet you are centering who you do see yourself, or who you want to see yourself as, which is an Asian. Because even though you Asian, you know them fucking Asians don't think you Asian, baby. Look at her. Where the tweet go? Is she still pulled up? Look at her. Oh, okay. Look at her. Girl, that's clearly a black woman. That's clearly not no fucking Asian. You look at that woman, you're not thinking she's Asian? What are we talking about? So the Asians don't consider you Asian. So you really what it is you was looking at them POCs and that HBCU jealous. You was sitting up there like, damn, I don't even want to be black. And y'all still get to come over here in the black spaces and not look black. And y'all look like how I want to look. And y'all can still relate and still indulge in our culture. And some people still accept you. And that's what you're fantasized with. That's what you're fascinated with. That's low-key your fantasy to look like an Asian woman, but still be accepted within black culture. That's white supremacy for your ass, honestly. You just want to be able to come in and take over. You want to be able to come in and exploit whenever the fuck you feel like it. Like the Asians, like the lovely Mimis or the Aquafinas or the whatever the hell else Asian, little Asian girls running around here with fake ass black sets. You're jealous of that. You don't like the fact that you blend right in with niggas and people assume that you're black, especially because you went to HBCU. So I'm sure it's hella people assuming you was just FBA. If you ain't got no accent, if you look all right, they might have just assumed you. I'm not an American. I'm definitely not a black. I'm not black. I'm not a black American, and I'm not black. I'm a Dominican and Asian. So that's where your mind was. Your little colonized Asian mind was in your head and the whole time resenting black people. Resenting the fact that you blend so well in this HBCU. You wish you could stick out like a sore thumb and still come back and exploit. Still come back and use FBA culture. That's why you wanted to have a conversation about culture. Not Asian culture, not any other of the non-black cultures you was probably cool with. People from that background you was cool with. You wouldn't worry about them. You worried about black American culture, but you don't like black Americans and you don't like being identified as a black American. So you just used our shit to get off your own fantasy, your own jungle fever, self-loathing, self-hating, anti-black fantasy. That's what that was. This is nothing less. I'm like, I can't trust these people, man. I can't trust them. I'm sorry. Oh, that's the last one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't trust them. These people cannot be trusted, babe. They literally can't. I'm like, and that's why I'm like, the grace is out the window. Kiki, you can't even get no goddamn grace from me. Kiki already done a bunch of bullshit. So Kiki wasn't getting no grace from me, no way. But the fact that you got up here with a Dominican and Asian creator, you're talking about all my staff is black, and you see how she did that. We supporting all black people. All my staff is black, but you got somebody up there that don't even identify as black. You got the creator of this show that you trying to get us to watch because she black. Because everybody behind the cameras is black. Don't even identify as black. She said I'm Dominican and Asian. She didn't say I'm black. She said I'm Dominican and Asian. That's fine. You can be that. But don't get up on nigga shit and not act like you a nigga. I'm just saying. Don't get up on FBA culture. Don't show out, try to showcase our culture in your anti-black light to get off your own. Oh, Chanel calling me. Hold up. Oh, hold on, let me text her. I forgot. Y'all know it's Howard Homecoming got. My friends waiting on me, child. I'm supposed to be stepping out tonight, child. Howard Homecoming waiting on me. I'm waiting on y'all. But oh damn, I don't even have her number on my Mac. Let me just hurry up. Shit, I'm almost finished. Be right. Now look at this. Tariq, somebody just told me to pull this up because Tariq just posted this. Now, this says Mana Leo's Nigerian manager represents another artist named Maxo Cream, who is also Nigerian. Maxo has the same anti-Black American tweets as the manager. See the pattern? Oh, so let's look at some of these Maxo Cream tweets. I think I've heard of this dude before, too. I think I heard of him. Maxo Cream, I don't know, that sounds kind of familiar. He said, I hope I never have kids with a bopping ass Akata bitch. I will be disowned. F you, dumbass black. Oh, God, I don't even want to say all that. Bad black bees. I'm going back to African women. Akata unaliver. Oh, wow. Oh, my shit about that, too. It gotta be my African side that keeps me going in school because my Akata side be saying F this shit. Oh, so he's half non-FBA. He's half FBA. Whoever this is half FBA. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get y'all right. Trying to get y'all right in 2 seconds. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end it. I gotta go. I love y'all. This is too much. I'm hot. I ain't trying to keep doing this. Come over to YouTube if you want to see the end of the stream. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones. Y'all have been here. I love y'all. Thank you. I gotta go though. Bye. Shit, I'm hot. Godly. How's mom? Jesus Christ. Anyways, I done sweat out my damn edges. It's time for me to get a ball fit. Look. So he's half non-FBA. Akata killer. I gotta be my African side that keeps me. Oh, it gotta be my African. Okay. Akata females are so else. What? So else. This nigga, these non-FBAs and these tethers be talking crazy. That's how you can tell they not from here or they half not from here or something. Because y'all niggas don't even sound like y'all FBA. We don't even talk like that. In the lab cooking up heat with somebody on some Akata shit. African gang Akata killer. Mind you, and he's half FBA. You half Akata your goddamn self. And you're an Akata killer? These people ain't got no motherfucking, they ain't got no loyalty, child. They don't have any loyalty. They don't have any pro-black, they don't got a pro-black bone in their damn body. They real pan-Africanists, but they don't got a pro-black bone in their fucking body. What are we talking about, y'all? These people can't be trusted. These delineation disruptors have to be called out every single time. From Keke Palmer to Mana Leo to Deontay Cowell, Conscious Flea. They got to be called out. All of this is interconnected. It's no coincidence that all of these people all were shilling for Kamala. We're all pushing for Kamala. All of these people got somewhere. And mind you, that's another thing. I'm glad I put that LGBT flag up there because not only do all of them push that democratic shit, the intersectionality, but the LGBT aspect, Deontay Cowell, that was another thing that threw me off from his content because he was like, I remember him saying something like, I'm here I don't want an echo chamber. I want to talk to all black people. I want to hear from black people. I want to talk to black fathers and black moms and transgender black people. Whoa, what? You couldn't just stop at black men, women, and children? That's everybody. Black men, women, and children is everybody. That's all you need. When you talk about black people, all you got to say is black women, men. You're going to fit in one of those categories. Man, woman, or child. So the fact that he distinctly had to put in, trans people, that was a dog whistle. That was a dog whistle. He was actually on live with another brother who got a suspect ass background too. They said he was using AI. I forgot what his name was. Justin Smith, if I'm not mistaken. Me and Afro talked about him on one of the For the Cultures live as well when we talked about Deontay for the first time. But they had a conversation and they were saying like they was on the lines of that as well. I'm like, anytime you see these black influencers or these black people that come up here and they got a little platform, they came up kind of quick, they around a lot of celebrities, and they pushing that, trans black lives matter, trans black women are women, or they throwing that in there, even if it's not often. All they got to do is throw it in there a couple times because those are dog whistles to the Democrats, to those liberal white people that's like, yes, push that agenda. We need you to you can go ahead and talk your little black shit, but we need you to undermine it with that LGBT agenda. We need you to sneak that one right up in there. It gotta go. It gotta go hand in hand. You can't just talk about the black shit. You gotta talk about the black and queer shit. That's why Kiki got up here and said, we have a black queer creator. The first person she mentioned was a black queer creator. Mana Leo, I think one of her closest friends is a gay black man. He was in one of her videos twerking and shit. I think he was at her. I think he was even at her wedding. Oh, okay, got you. See, now we starting to catch on to the pattern. Conscious Flea was out here with rainbow dreads talking about trans women are real women and trans lives matter and blah, 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 blah. All have been through that queer shit. All have been through the queer rhetoric. And Deontay, do y'all think maybe it's me? Is that just a coincidence that all these Negroes got all similar talking points? And all of them just pushing black unity and flat blackness and we all black? Is that a coincidence, y'all? Or is this a intentional plan to disrupt the delineation movement? I would say it's an intentional plan. I would say don't put nothing past these crackers. I would say please don't think our government is not diabolical. They've done worse. They've done a whole lot worse. Please don't believe this will be put past them, please. And I know some people, that's why I'm like, some people really believe that this delineation movement is just online. And no, I talk to people in real life. Like this is a real life thing. I've had many conversations with people in real life where I've told them about Foundation of Black America. I'm like, oh, you FBA? Oh, yeah, I'm black. My parents, oh, you FBA? What's FBA? Oh, FBA is something, bro. You FBA. Oh, my daddy Indian, and I was talking to a brother about that in a couple years ago. I remember like when I went to, was it Atlanta or something? I forgot. I was in the airport and the brother was like, yeah, my daddy is my grandmother is some tribe. I forgot. American Indian though. And yeah, my father, he's black. So, I'm like, I'm black and, like I'm half black, half Indian. I said, oh, you're FBA. Got you. What the fuck is FBA? I said, that's the Foundation of Black American. And I went to the spiel. I'm like, yeah, but your lineage is both your lineages is of this land. That's FBA. You're FBA. Oh, damn. I didn't know it was FBA. I know copper and so we had a whole little conversation. That's happened multiple times, is what I'm telling y'all. This is not just an online thing. So please don't believe these white supremacists or these detractors online, your dumbass Roland Martins or whoever the fuck coons out here trying to say, oh, it's just you FBA niggas online. Y'all just some bots online. No, babe. They wouldn't have to do all of this if it was just some bots online. You wouldn't feel the need to put the Black American Heritage flag right in the middle, right at the in the first episode of this damn show. You wouldn't have felt the need to do that if y'all didn't feel the delineation movement happening. If y'all didn't really see the impact that was happening, y'all wouldn't have that damn flag in it, please. That would be a fucking picture of Beyonce or something. Get the hell out of here. You wouldn't even have a flag up. Let's just be real. And y'all probably would have made the sister go be vehemently against the American flag. I'm not repping the American flag. I'm not American. She probably would have been on that type time. But she can't be if she got that Black American Heritage flag up. Why do y'all got a character in it like that? That's on purpose. And you paired her with the main character, the Asian. That's on purpose. This is erasure. I'm not rocking with it. Kiki Palmer, Mona Leo, get y'all shit together. I'm on y'all ass. Y'all tripping like shit. This is the greatest outrage everything in between. I'm highly disappointed. I hope y'all do better. You know what I'm saying? I want our FBA sisters, but we got to check. Y'all know I check the coons. I check the tethers. I check the non-FBAs, but we got to check the homegrown coons too. And I think all four of them, consciously, Deontay, well, consciously on the cuff. We'll know. Deontay Cow is half white, so he on the cuff too. But Mona Leo and Kiki Palmer, FBA from what I know, and we got to check the homegrown coons. This shit ain't gonna work. Thank you for the super chat. Bootleg Save the Last Dance. You stupid. So yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat. I gotta get up off here if I'm gonna get to do anything with the alums. Let me get up off here. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, ZZ Rants. Follow me on Twitter, ZZ Rants. Subscribe to the channel if you want exclusive content, or subscribe to Patreon if you want that exclusive. Become a member too if you want that exclusive. Either or, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Hit the cash app if you want to show me some love. I do appreciate you in advance. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Shout out to the chat. Monsa Musa, Marcus Moore, A Blue, Jamar, Locomotion, Donna. I don't know if BX was in the chat, but BX, if you was in here, shout out to you. Okay. I just had no time to be reading the chat this whole time, but shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace. Be one.
We do not play, but I green.